Hello and welcome to the Halo Forge Epidemic. This is AbleSir Thomas, and I'm here with Yardbird92.
Hey guys.
And we're here with our newest invasion map feature, and this is Refinery by Stubborn Clam. Now, Refinery is a Spartan defense map based in a refining complex in the Valley of Forge world. And there was quite an interesting development process, but we're going to cut off from that for now and see Yardbird go clutch with the core.
Falcons, they're not good for splattering people. You definitely want a gunner for those.
Yeah, but yet every game you always see someone try to get a splatter kill with it.
It's like, guys, don't worry, I got the Falcon. Wait, just you? Yeah. Okay.
Pro strategy. Anyways, Stubborn Clam had a really short turnaround time for this map. I would say about 2.5 months, something like that. And it's a lot shorter than Floodgate or Overgrowth or even Broadcast. Those took around 4 or 5 months apiece.
Yeah, he came a really long way with this one, just a short amount of time. He learned he learned a lot from us, but a lot of it he just picked up as he went, which was really surprising.
Yeah, it was really interesting seeing as this was his first invasion map, and it took me and Yardbird several invasion maps to get where Overgrowth was, so it was really great to see him get this to the point it's at now. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and let Yardbird talk about Tier 1.
Well, Tier 1, Clam decided to follow somewhat of a standard that Able and I have been trying to set with, basically Tier 1 takes place as sort of an outskirts to whatever main facility you're invading. So it acts as a good story starter for you. At least they drop in out of bounds from the main facility. It's a little bit safer for them to start off small scale. And you just go step by step until you take the whole facility. So naturally the first step is, shut down the doors, get your vehicles in there, and get some territory. And so you'll see we had a good look at Bravo there. Bravo tends to play closer to the objective than most maps, although you are capable of playing further away. There's enough covers for you to hang back a bit. You just have to be careful, like on all maps. Whenever you're defending at the territories, it just takes one good elite push to get some time in. So the further you set up away from your objectives, the more response time you have for when it gets overrun. And speaking of response time, this middle structure here really serves as the Spartan's lifeline to support throughout the map. You'll see that this one elite right here, who I think is Mexican Torta, he's kind of leading the charge to take this whole that whole middle building. And once you do that, Bravo Spartans here are basically going to be on their own for a few seconds, trying to fend off all the elites. You see, I'll be able to shut down Torta here, even though he's got his plasma pistol, which is just an awesome gun. So I took him out, but with 2 more coming, and we don't have much support on the way yet, because they're still recovering from that elite push. But we have enough response time for this one run, thankfully. And one thing Clam he really did well on this map was the neutral ground and the surrounding area is really well defined. There's a well-defined Spartan area, there's a well-defined elite area, and you don't see Spartans effectively trying to camp the elites. It just doesn't work on this map, which is something that most invasion maps are really lacking. You'll see Spartans just 10 feet away from the spawns, just kicking back, shooting elites as they spawn in the game. It's not an effective strategy here, so props to Clam for that one. He did a really good job there. And this the building to the left of this elite here really serves as the elite's lifeline. Mexican Torta getting some needle rifle shots in from there. The middle elites will usually set up there with a ranged weapon, and they'll just support whichever side is making the current push. You got the ramps right into the middle building, and you can see here that with a proper setup, everything shuts down right away. Moving on to Tier 2 though.
So as we move on to Tier 2, we had that doorway open to allow more vehicle traffic. We're moving on to the rest of the refining facility. Something that Stubborn Clam really wanted in this map is kind of a unifying structure that kind of ties the whole map together. I also feel it's very important in Invasion. And in his map, he decided to go with these kind of smokestacks that really give that refinery feel. And they also add some interesting contestable areas for fire teams because of their circular nature. And they also add really great aerial cover for Banshees and Falcons, and great cover for the large vehicles such as the Wraith.
Speaking of Wraiths,
which which he should have used that cover because he obviously got murdered.
Oh well.
Or, oh well.
More ground pounders, I guess.
Yeah, so as we see, we have the Bravo team on the far right, and we're seeing the middle team can spawn on the outside or the inside of the refining complex. And the Bravo territory is placed just slightly inside the main structure. Something interesting that was designed in this map is that he has this kind of hallway design going through the main refining building. And this allows, elites to dodge in and out of these doorways throughout this hallway to, confront Spartans, and allows Spartans to also use those long lines of sight to get headshots with their magnums and pistols and so forth to destroy the elites. So as we're moving on to Tier 3, we see this very interesting spawn for the core. There's actually a small doorway right in front of the core that gates out after Tier 2. And it also forces elites to go behind, up and behind the core to pull it out, which just gives the Spartans the little edge they need to hold the core inside the base, if they're good. And in this case, the team just wasn't good enough to hold it in the base. Made it out almost instantly. It was just so disorganized.
Yeah, they had a really good momentum setup after Tier 1. They just kept going straight through it. Ouch! Right in the face.
I mean, we tried. We just couldn't affirm our control of the map.
Nah. Another thing to note on this map, you don't get to see it because both air vehicles just got destroyed. It's raining Banshee and Falcon parts. But the air combat on this map, thanks to all those smokestacks, again from the unifying theme, the air combat is just phenomenal in some cases with the Banshee and the Falcon going at it. Rocket crutch kill there. But the plasma launchers and everything else going off, the air combat really gets in. You can really get into it with just a side mini battle going on amongst everything else there.
And Clam definitely built this core cap very, very well. It's very neutral, and there's always lots of chaos going around it on third phase, and it's also a useful structure in second phase. So as we're capping the core and wrapping up here, I just want to thank everybody that helped test this map. I'd like to shout out to the Willman and as well as all the THFE guys that helped join in our lobbies, as well as Blueprint and other Forged communities. And if you guys want to join in our customs for future invasion tests, feel free to add the gamertag AO2 space THFE space INV. It'll be in the description below. Thanks, guys. I'm signing out.
See you.